live, ma'am.
A very warm good evening to one and all present here. Today, we have all gathered on this virtual platform to celebrate the joy of learning science. It is indeed my honor to welcome you all on our Science Fest Quest, presented by the students of classes 3rd to 5. Before we start, let us all rise for D.A.V. Gang.
अविरल निर्मल सलिल सदय ज्ञान प्रदायिनी ज्योतिर्मय हो चहु दिशि उद्घोष अभय D.A.V जय जय D.A.V जय जय प्रबल प्रवाहमयी नित नूतन जीवन दायिनी सदा सनातन वेद प्रणीता परम पुनीता ये धारा अक्षय D.A.V जय जय D.A.V जय जय दयानंद से प्रेम भक्ति ले हंसराज से त्याग शक्ति ले धर्म भक्ति का राष्ट्र शक्ति का हो दिन मान उदय D.A.V जय जय D.A.V जय जय सुख समृद्धि इसकी लहरें प्रेम शांति इसके तट ठहरे सघन शांतिमय प्रबल क्रांतिमय लिए अटल निश्चय D.A.V जय जय D.A.V जय जय
Thank you, everyone. Let us all take our seats. Thank you. Diyas symbolizes goodness and purity, and lighting them denotes dispelling darkness and going into light. So let us dispel the darkness of ignorance and embrace the shining light of knowledge by lighting diyas. Today, let us all witness the wonderful journey of learning of our children through Quest Science Fest. Come and join us as we take you on an educational adventure. Now, let me call upon Deshna Banerjee, a young science enthusiast from class 4. Deshna Banerjee.
Good evening, everyone. May there be peace all around. May we keep moving from darkness to light. Let us pray to God for good health and prosperity, presenting before you a prayer dance to seek the blessing of the Almighty.
स्वस्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां शान्तिर्भवतु सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु सर्वेषां मङ्गलं भवतु सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः शान्ति 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 शान्ति
It has been very rightly said that learning should be full of joy and excitement. And our respected principal ma'am, Miss Charumeni, thoroughly believes in this saying. I now request our principal ma'am, Charumeni ma'am, to address today's August gathering and motivate the students to keep advancing on the scientific quest.
Thank you, Priya. A very warm good evening to everyone and welcome to the Quest, the Virtual Science Fest. I take this opportunity to welcome all our distinguished guests, Dr. Biswajit Saha, Director, Skill Education and Training CBSE, Vice President, D.A.V. CMC and Chairman of our school, Mr. Prabodh Mahajan, Dr. Manisha Peshin, Director PS2 D.A.V. CMC, and Mrs. Adarsh Kohli, along with the other revered principals of schools from Delhi NCR, parents and dear students who are watching us live on our school's YouTube channel. The purpose of education is to broaden our horizons, to learn, to improve ourselves and build upon our skills. And as I said, I would like to facilitate today. Today we have amongst us Dr. Biswajit Saha, Director Skill Education at CBSE. Sir is the pioneer behind introduction of skill education with a wholehearted gusto. Artificial intelligence, design thinking, capacity building programs for CBSE teachers. Sir is at the helm of affairs for all these things. Sir is a very humble and down-to-earth, approachable human being. That's why we could invite him to the program for our young ones. He is a human being par excellence, I must say. Thank you, sir, for gracing the occasion. Today, we feel truly blessed that we have amongst us Shri Prabodh Mahajan, the Vice President, D.A.V. CMC, and Chairman of our school. Mahajan sir's vision of an educated young India that is perfect blend of modern science, knowledge, and traditional values has inspired us to march ahead with the purpose. Sir is the guiding light behind the work that we do, and he always motivates us to put our best foot forward. He will never settle for anything less than the best. And we are truly, truly, truly privileged, Dr. Mrs. Nisha Patient, Director PS2 D.A.V. CMC. Ma'am, thank you so much for gracing the occasion today. Ma'am is an embodiment of poise, composure, and strength. She is at the helm of affairs, guiding all of us in DAV to excel. DAV, which is an organization with 940 schools all over India. She is the one who tells the teachers, the principals again, that we have to excel to provide the best to our students. Thank you, Nisha ma'am, for your magnanimous support for our cause. Your presence today means a lot to us. And Mrs. Adarsh Kohli, the manager of school LMC. Ma'am is a blessing to us. She is the backbone on whom we can rely in whatever things that we do. When a child knows that there is someone to hold them if they fall, then the child takes the baby steps and goes ahead. And that's what we are doing. I would like everyone to notice that we have such wonderful people who are guiding us. And as this year is our 10th anniversary year, we are also blessed to be joined by our founder principal, Mrs. Anita Makkar. Thank you so much, ma'am, for joining us today and guiding us. You are the one who laid the foundation stone and on which we are just rising up. I take this opportunity to thank all our guests, the parents, for joining us. The science of today is the technology of tomorrow. As we march ahead towards our future, we face new challenges every day. It is up to the young generation to upgrade themselves with changing times and come up with new sustainable ways of living. And at DAV, we always encourage our students to learn by doing, thinking out of the box and try to innovate. We have to see to it that our young learners are all equipped with the 21st century skills of collaboration, creativity, communication, and critical thinking. Because without that, no one would be able to survive in this VUCA world. VUCA, that is volatile, unpredictable, complex, and ambiguous. So from this VUCA negative, we all are working to make this into a VUCA positive, where everyone is becoming versatile. The children are becoming versatile. They are all upgrading their skills. So U is for upgradation. So that's how we are working towards it. So I'm sure that, like me, everyone is super excited today to watch the Science Fest, where the little ones are showing their talent, their magics, their music, their rap, and we will also be showcasing the work done during the lockdown time. As they said, during the lockdown, the school building was closed, but the learning went on under the guidance of our director, Nisha ma'am, and from the CBSE director, Saha sir, because during these lockdown times, the CBP programs, I think they were the best, because everyone was joining these programs with just 100 rupee payment and then learning. And today, when we have Toykathon, we are participating in that. And sir has also announced a junior skill festival. So sir, we would like to listen from you later that how we should take this up. And with this, I would hand over the mic to Priya. Please take on and show us what is in store for today.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your inspiring words. Now, we shall present before you DAV 49 Tinkering Tales, where all curious minds have set up their sails. Brand new ideas are nurtured and sown with amazing application of the unknown, where fun and learning never stops, and geniuses are full of fantastic hopes. I request Vanshaj Arora and Yogya Munga of class 9 to apprise our the audiences with ATL at DAV 49 Gurugram and its achievements.
D.A.V. Public School, Uppal South in Sector 49 Gurugram, has always been conscious of redefining its parameters of excellence to maintain pace with the changing times. The inception of Atal Tinkering Lab has undeniably been one of the biggest steps in this direction. Padma Shri Punam Suriji, the President of D.A.V. College Managing Committee and Chancellor of D.A.V. University, inaugurated our Atal Tinkering Lab. Sir, with a keen eye, took the glimpse of the entire lab and the projects made by the students. He appreciated their work and boosted their morale for their commendable job.
Let us see a few conquests and events of our own tinkering lab. Tinkerfest 2019 was a 2-day event in which students were taught robot making concepts on day 1, and on day 2 they enthusiastically presented innovative models which could help solve the existing problems in the society.
With the motive of enhancing scientific temperament, innovation, and creativity among the young learners, we celebrated Virtual Tinkerfest 2020-21 with great pomp and show with fantabulous participation of more than 350 students in 7 events. The valedictory ceremony was graced by Chief Guest Ms. Meena Gagwani, a passionate STEM educator, ex-founder of NXT Gen Skills, ex-ISRO scientist and mentor of change, Niti Aayog.
We had organized a 2-day teachers training program. All science, maths and computer teachers attended this training to equip themselves and to enhance their potential. The teachers learned mechanical designing, programming, circuit designing and basic Arduino concepts.
Students displayed their charismatic creativity to decorate their toy cars. They learned ethics by cleaning their classrooms with robots. They acquired the skills of cooperation and teamwork while making Diwali lights for school. Through programming, they are making autonomous bots to do arena tasks. These marvelous projects have enhanced their critical thinking and problem-solving ability. Gliders were made by the students using sunboard sheets. Rocket cars were designed using thermoform sheets. And they had their imagination soaring high with their amazing ideas.
Activities are taken up to foster skills such as design mindset, computational thinking, adaptive learning, physical computing, etc. During lockdown, when we had no access to ATL labs, we did not let the tinkering stop. Students learn coding, which is a fun tool for kids to exercise their desire to build, curiosity to question, imagination to explore. 2 days workshop was organized by Vigyantram, through which they not only learned technical concepts but also understood how to plan and process with technology.
Our school hosted CBSE Science Exhibition at regional level on the theme Scientific Solutions for Challenges in Life, where 65 schools from the Panchkula region participated and showcased 102 exhibits. The chief guest of the day, Dr. Joseph Emmanuel, the Director of Academics CBSE, inaugurated the event and encouraged scientific and technological creativity of the young scientists. The valedictory ceremony of the event was graced by the chief guest Mr. Munish Sharma, IAS, Additional Commissioner MCG, and Dr. Shweta Singh, Joint Secretary Academics CBSE as the guest of honor. An amalgamation of science, technology, and arts was showcased by the students of grade 6 through their innovative projects in Anveshan. To keep the learners apprised with the new technology and its usage, we, in collaboration with Intel, hosted the 10th CBSE Intel AI-thon, AI Readiness Workshop under the guidelines of CBSE. This 3-day workshop witnessed an enthusiastic participation from 28 schools across Delhi, Uttar Pradesh, Haryana, and Rajasthan. to contribute to the experiential learning of the students and to give them an exposure to hands-on experiences, thereby shifting the old adage from practice makes a man perfect to the more accurate one. Actively engaged practice makes learning perfect. We introduced educational and physical activity toys under the project Toycathon to boost up their senses, spark their imagination, and enhance their social skills. The use of educational toys helps children learn many different skills they need in their life, such as problem solving and learning cause and effect, learning how to play with others through compromise, conflict resolution, and sharing, development of fine and gross motor skills, nurturing their creativity and imagination, discovering their independence and positive self esteem.
Our students brought laurels for the school by participating in various competitions. The students bagged the first position in the inter-school robotics competition. They participated in senior level of IRC qualifiers league organized by the Avishkar box and bagged the second position at zonal level. We are delighted to share that our school has been recognized as one of the 30 most inspiring ideas of change 2020, a platform where 9 million young people across the country participated with 1,000 plus projects from across 24 states. Students bagged the second position in inter-school app development competition.
We feel exhilarated to share that our school has won the Maximum Winning Team Award in the Avishkar League 2020. Talented innovators from grade 1 to 8 showed their talent categories in the contest, where they competed with 7,000 students from around 500 schools across the country. With such dedicated teamwork and implementation of innovative ideas, we are sure we will keep achieving greater heights as the journey has just begun. We truly believe in the wise words of Robert Frost. I have miles to go before I sleep.
Thank you, Vanshaj and Yogya. I now invite my lovely little ones, Yashika Yadav of class 4 and Bani Grover of class 5 to take the program forward.
The whole world came to a standstill due to COVID 19.
You are absolutely right. Do you know, in the world of nature, nothing ever comes to a stop. In the amazing world of science, things are happening all the time.
Yes, our teacher has told us that there is science all around us. Everything is science. Weather, machines, our body functions. So, even though schools were closed, learning for our quest and knowledge continued. We learned so many things during our online classes and did various activities related to science.
Really? That's awesome! Please tell me more about your scientific endeavors.
Yes, we have done numerous activities under the STEM project. Let me show you what we have done.
Creativity breeds in young minds. It only needs harvesting. In order to give the best exposure to our students, we collaborated with STEM Academy of USA to introduce STEM at Home program, where students got a chance to do various activities from home using household material. The students of grade 3 to 6 performed the following activities: paper gun making, air composition pie chart, exploring light by making pinhole camera, hand crank winch, earthquake tracker, parachute designing, Tower of Babel, Mars helicopter.
Dr. Biswajit Saha, sir, would you like to bless our students and talk to them, tell them more about the junior skilled program that you have? Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Namaskar. I think it's a great occasion, and especially meeting the children, that too also virtually. Of course, I met so many of you school students during my visit last year. Respected Nishaji, who is director of D.A.V Society, chairman of the school, Mr. Prabhup Mahajan, principal and manager of the school, and of course, all dignitaries, other dignitaries, faculty members, and staff of the schools. And finally, the for whom we are here, my dear students, and of course, through them, it's given another privilege because parents are also now able to see us, and we are also able to directly reach to them. Otherwise, some way we are within the closed door of auditorium and maybe maximum school boundary. So that means COVID, of course, it's a problem, but at the same time, it's a great opportunity to reach many. And that kind of problem situations actually give this tiny student to think differently. And they are really in their creative world. Of course, many will debate with me whether there is a learning loss or there is a learning development. But in terms of innovation, I think children at home and parent at home as a best teacher, and of course you all through your virtual help, I strongly believe as children of these age groups, especially classes 1 to 5, who usually don't want to come to the schools unless until some specific attractions towards game and other activity-based learning is there in the school premises, then only they enjoy. Otherwise, they more and more want the company of their parents or family friends within that boundary of home or flat, whatever. So I must compliment the initiative of the school to take them at this level. And in fact, D.A.V group of schools are doing wonders, and they are not only taking the students only towards science and technology, but at the same time, that value systems of D.A.V society is which is crucial. And I think in the process of upbringing, this is more important, and that actually gives a lot of dividend when uh, we are growing up and the situations of society, the old age and other crucial factor, whatever way the peoples are managing today, I think these value systems are going to help us in our future too. So again, big compliment. The student at this point of time, whatever they are doing, I think we must encourage. And this is, of course, for the parents, because no matter what kind of marks they obtain through the online test conducted by the schools, but grade appropriate learning ability that can be assessed by parents also. And whether the percentage is 38% or 99%, one should not judge with this ability, but whatever you expect from the side of the school, and school expect from the parents, whether for both party it is winning the common objective or not, that need to be seen. Not our core focus is always only to the grade card, and especially for classes 1 to 8, I don't think there is any relevance of grade card. Rather, we call in many forums that holistic development, and holistic development in true sense are diminished when we equate with the marks. So rather, this kind of activity creating scientific temperament, one children has already mentioned, and at the same time, art integrations and putting a great human values. I think these are the essential traits which future generation really require, considering the tough situations or considering the normal situations, household situation. So every situation has its relevance, pros and cons, but how we are preparing them to face this kind of situation, that means a lot. So at this point of time, I think they have to be lazy. Maybe parents may not like, and teachers also sometimes may criticize me after the program. So feel free to criticize. So at this age group, I think my humble request, don't put them in the rat race. Rather, let them be lazy. और जितना भी विश्व में आविष्कार हुआ है और जितना लोगों ने भी संगीत रचा है, वो सारे आलसी प्रजाति का लोग हैं। तो अगर कुछ बड़ा सपना देख रहे हैं आप अपने बच्चों से, both for the teaching fraternity as well as the parent, my humble request to all of you that बच्चे को पहले तो लेजी बनाइए. Lazy not in terms of fitness, lazy in terms of thinking. Let them be lazy and be creative. We are rather always focusing on the curriculum revision and curriculum completion and marks. And in that process, we actually, the main individual place to ruin the creativity. Now, at this age, after 5, when the 6 to 8, in that particular age, I think they need to see whatever they thought, whatever creative activities, fun and game, whatever they are thinking, whether they can apply somewhere or not. I think science exhibitions or art exhibitions, junior skills competitions, Madam Charu has rightly mentioned, these are the area, and then dance performance. So each and every activity has its own relevance, and how we can really engage them to participate in multiple activity based on their interest, that should be the focus, not whether the mathematics 3 chapters are still need to be revised or science. And through the nature, I think parents and teacher both can play a positive role through activities, how we can really train them that grade appropriate competencies. तो अंत में हम यही बताएंगे बच्चे लोगों के लिए, रुक रुक के चले, चल चल के रुके, जो दिल ने कहा वो हमने किया, सबकी सुन ले पर शाम ढले, आज की तरह, और जो दिल ने कहा वो हमने किया. बच्चे, आप अपने दिल से सुनो और जो मन चाहे वो ही करो, और हमारा लिए शामी ढला दो आज के लिए. थैंक यू वेरी मच. थैंक यू. नमस्कार.
थैंक यू सो मच डॉक्टर साहा. इससे मुझे याद आया कि सीढ़ियां उनके लिए हैं जिन्हें छत पे जाना है. सीढ़ियां उनके लिए हैं जिन्हें छत पे जाना है. आसमां पे नजर हो जिनकी, उन्हें तो अपना रास्ता आप ही बनाना है. और अपना रास्ता बनाने के लिए, जैसे आपने कहा, थोड़े सपने देखने पड़ेंगे और थोड़ा सा किताबों से हटके भी सोचने की हमें क्षमता होनी चाहिए. थैंक यू सो मच सर. और हम ऐसे ही अपने रास्ते बनाने के लिए बच्चों को उत्साहित प्रेरित करते रहें, और आप भी हमें ऐसे गाइड करते रहें. Thank you so much for your presence, and let's watch what is there in store. Thank you. Yes, Priya ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Yes, let us now see what our young scientists have in store for us.
Wow, that's incredible!
Thank you. We have also learned that every phenomena has a scientific explanation.
True. What appears to be a magical phenomena is actually science.
that science is curiosity, testing, and experimenting. Science helps us to understand the world around us. We learned more about science by doing a variety of experiments at home.
That's really admirable. Learning by doing is the best way to explore the amazing world of science. Tell me about your scientific exploration in detail.
My name is Anirudh Singh and I am a student of class 4th. Today, I am going to demonstrate the 3-layer liquid stacking and density magical science experiment. For this experiment, we need an empty glass, water, honey, oil and some different objects like a coin, ping pong ball, a sponge and color. First, we'll add a few drops of color to the water. Now we will pour the water into the glass. Secondly, we will pour the honey. And lastly, the oil. As we can see that water, honey and oil do not mix together as honey is at the bottom and the oil is at the top. Isn't it magical? Now I will drop each object into the glass. First I will drop the coin. As you can see, it goes straight to the bottom. Similarly, I will do with the sponge and the ping pong ball. Now see carefully, the most dense object is at the bottom like coin and the less dense object is at the top like the ping pong ball and the sponge. The same happens with the liquids here, like the honey being of greater density settles at the bottom and the oil being of less density settles at the top. This experiment helps us to understand that all liquids have different densities and the objects either sink or float in liquids on the basis of the densities. Thank you.
Today I will show you a science experiment, and the science experiment is about boiling water in a paper tray without burning it. I am using a paper tray, some water, net and flame. Pour some water in the tray. Now keep the tray over the net. Now put the net over the flame. It's boiling.
Again.
Now let me touch it. It's too hot. The science behind this is that the heat supplied to the paper cup is transferred to water by conduction. So in the presence of water, the ignition temperature is not reached. Hence, it does not burn. Thank you.
My name is Darsh Ganiwal. I study in class 4th in D.A.V Public School, Sector 49. Today I am going to share a simple magic trick called water working. For this, we need 4 glasses of water, some food color and paper napkins. So let's start with the experiment. As you can see, I have placed 4 glasses of water. Now I am adding different food color in each glass. Now I will place the paper napkin like this.
As you can see, the color is traveling from one glass to another. Actually, it was not magic. Behind magic, it was science with a little bit of magic called capillary action. Capillary action means ability of liquid to go through narrow spaces without any assistance of external forces like gravity. Hope you liked my magic trick / science experiment. Thank you and have a nice day.
Hello everyone, my name is Bhavya Garg. I study in 4th class. Today, I am going to show you a magic. That is the magical water fountain. Without any electricity and without any battery. For this, we only need a plastic bottle, a bendable straw, a funnel, an empty bowl, a scissor, a balloon and water. Let's start our magic. Make a hole near the mouth of the bottle using a scissor. Insert the straw in the bottle. Fill the bottle with water. As you can see, the water is not coming out from the straw. Let's blow a balloon. Carefully fix the balloon on the mouth of the bottle. Wow, as you can see, a magic. The water is coming out from the straw. So, the water is coming out from the straw because the inflated balloon is under higher pressure, and when you place the inflated balloon on the mouth of the bottle, the air pressure on the top of the bottle increases, which pushes down the water in the bottle, which arises through the straw and comes out by making a wonderful water fountain. Make your own wonderful water fountain and enjoy it. Thank you. Hello, I am Varika. Today I am going to show you a magic. For this I need an empty bottle, colored water, a candle and a matchbox with plate. So first I will light the candle and keep it in the middle of the plate. Now I will pour the water into this plate. Now I will cover this candle with this bottle. Wow! The water lies in the bottle. Isn't it a magic? No, it is not a magic. There is science behind it. Let me explain you. When I light the candle, it heats the air present in the bottle and hot air expands quickly. When the flame fades and goes out, the air becomes cool and cooler air contract to take less space. This contraction creates a vacuum or low pressure. So where is the high pressure? Yes, it is outside. Outside air pushes the water into the bottle until the pressure becomes equal. And when the pressure becomes equal, the water will stop rising. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye-bye. Bravo! I'm really impressed with your interest in the study of science. Do you know natural calamities and pandemics occur due to imbalance in the environment? Only when the future generations are scientifically aware and environmentally responsible can change be brought about.
Yes, we have learned that climate change and global warming have been caused due to imbalance in nature.
And we need to take positive measures to protect our environment. Only then can we help to preserve the delicate balance in nature.
Oh yes, we took part in a 6-week long climate action project from 28 September to 7 November in collaboration with Take Action Global, an organization based in USA. We did various activities such as poster making, plantation drive, poem composition, making videos, etc., which enabled us to understand the gravity of the issue of the climate change in a fun-filled way and provided us the platform to learn from international peers and teachers. Let me show you a glimpse of what we did in this project.
The students of D.A.V. Public School, Sector 49, Gurugram participated in the Climate Action Project in collaboration with a non-profit organization based in USA. It was a 6-week-long international project where students from primary classes to class 7 connected virtually and solved one of the world's pressing challenges, the climate change. In the second week, effects of climate change were discussed. Students brainstormed, explored, and shared their findings online. In the third week, students collaborated with students of Colegio Positivo School, Brazil, and Lucas School, Romania. In the fourth week, effects of climate change from local to global were found, and a list for the same was prepared by the students. It created awareness about the efforts being made at the global level to combat climate change. In the fifth week, students participated in live virtual interactions via video conferencing tools to share their findings with mentors from Singapore, USA, and Europe. The students wrote letters to Mars. In the sixth week, awareness was spread about the changing climate through flyers, stickers, and pamphlets. Students also took a pledge to save Mother Earth. Our school principal, Mrs. Charumeni, has fostered a sense of support and appreciation which motivated us to successfully complete this project.
It is indeed an awesome project. I am sure it was a great learning experience for you. But tell me one thing, honestly, this whole session you have been learning from online classes. Didn't you feel bored, staying indoors all the time and just doing study-related work?
No, ma'am. Our school and especially our principal ma'am always encourage us to learn from our surroundings using our multiple intelligence. So our teachers ensure that we learn from various fun ways such as learning by singing, interactive quizzes, live worksheets, and even through dance. Music and dance can break all barriers and connect people. Many of my friends are good rappers, so even the study of science became fun and really entertaining when it was combined with hip-hop music. Let me show you how various concepts learnt in class were presented through rap singing.
Hello everyone, I am Aridara from class 5th A. Today I am going to sing a rap on climate change. Ching, 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 ching. CLIMATE. You know who are responsible? Only we. You and me. I love my Mother Earth very much and I'm so worried. And let us be generous because she is caught by a disease which is very dangerous. Dangerous. As I wake up early in the morning, always feel the effects of global warming. Global warming is not
population, deforestation, wastage of electricity. Once gets asked from your heart's deepest core, surely you will find many, many more. Yes, yes, many, many more. Think for safety and make a change because our earth is in great pain. Our climate is changing, so why aren't we harm it less? Believe me, earth will bless. When I sat quietly and thought about it, as a solution I got the long list. Then I took pledge to do something from my side and make our future bright. When we stop spreading pollution, then only will we need the solution. So, today, take a pledge for 3 R. Reuse, reuse, recycle. To keep our precious earth always clean while living the lifestyle that is green. My mantra is to keep calm and be clean. Plant a tree on every birthday and go green. Thank you, my lovely team.
Wow, what a noble way to learn science. Music is indeed a medicine for our mind. It refreshes our mind and helps us to relax. Do you know why the study of science is so important?
It helps us to understand various things happening around us.
Yes, but more importantly, the science of today is technology of tomorrow. To keep up with the demands of the changing times, new inventions have to be made.
Thank you so much. And while there is so much more in store, I would like to call upon our director, ma'am, Dr. Nisha Patient, ma'am, who always keeps guiding us to make teaching fun-filled and joyful experience for the kids. So, ma'am, as you have seen a little work, we are waiting for your words.
First of all, I must thank everybody for inviting me to this virtual event. Shri Biswajit ji, Shri Prabodh Mahajan ji, I can see him and I saw him after a very, very long time, that too virtually. um, Mrs. Many, other principals and teachers. While seeing the program, it was kind of amazing. And I was just wondering whether this lockdown has done something good or it is only a bad thing which has happened. Now, if we will go back to March 20, we could never ever think that just by last week of March, our teachers all over India are going to use this machine, that is computer, as their classroom. And it happened. And slowly and steadily, the teachers learned the tools in order to make the teaching learning process interesting. Why did they want to make it interesting? Because they wanted children to participate and give them a flavor as if they are in the actual face-to-face class. So I feel that this pandemic has a silver line for us all, and that is it has made all of us, the teachers, the principals, management, computer savvy. We can sit on the machine and start working. Secondly, the parents, they were always having a question mark whether what is the child doing in the classroom and whether they can meet the teacher and whether they can interact. So God fulfilled their desire also. They could see what is happening in the classroom and they could see it's not a cakewalk for the teacher. It needs a lot of energy. And then the way you all, the principals and teachers, have tried to deal with all the activities. May it be the annual function, may it be ballet, may it be exhibition, science exhibition. You all have done it. And kudos to you all. The way children have participated and shown, believe me, I'm so happy. The way they are explaining. See, one way of seeing it is that, okay, unko bataya hoga, wo bol rahe hain. But still, look at their confidence. Look at the way they are maneuvering the apparatus. And when they are doing, as we all say, learning by doing, they are doing with their own hands. So they are learning. And that is something which has amazed me. And Charu, I feel keep on doing these activities, because we may be only able to touch the tip of an iceberg, but let it be so. It has a second aspect also. Now the parents, they will also understand that how important it is to have the actual experiential learning rather than just having marks and marks card which shows 100 out of 100. The other things which are so very important, and those are the life skills which are going to be with the children for lifelong. They will never forget all these things. And we are talking about tinkering. Last year से तो इतना tinkering lab का बात आ रही थी. What is tinkering? It is here something has to tinker. And tinkering does not mean एक बहुत बड़ा experiment ही करना है, apparatus करना है. मान लीजिए हमने पूरे क्लास को बोला कि here is a कढ़ाई और a pressure cooker. इसका हैंडल टूट गया है. ये कोई साइंटिफिक डिवाइस नहीं है, एंड इसको ठीक कर लो. आई कैन टेल यू, and through this medium I'm telling parents also, give them that opportunity. You will see that 10 children will come with 10 solutions. Research does not mean thesis. This is the research. When the child looks at a particular problem, he starts doing hit and trial, then he reaches to some conclusion, then he works on it, he fails, गिर जाता है, फिर से खड़े हो जाते हैं, फिर से गिर जाते हैं, फिर से खड़े हो जाते हैं, and suddenly he gets the answer to the question. That is tinkering. So you have already taken the initiative. There is so much more which is going to happen. दिल में बहुत कुछ है बात करने के लिए, लेकिन मुझे लगता है I have to stop because there are so many other things which are going to happen. But only one thing I must tell you, ये सब एक्सपेरिमेंट कर रहे हैं बच्चे, उनको प्रॉब्लम्स दो और आप देखो सिंपल प्रॉब्लम्स जिनमें उनको मजा मजा करके वो सॉल्व करेंगे. यू विल सी हाउ दे विल कम आउट with the solutions, and that is what is helping them to think and think creatively. And that is what is required in the long run. So from the core of my heart, I must thank Mahajanji, sir, you're there. Thank you so much. Charu, thank you very much. And the teachers for having me in this show. I am around. I'm going to see the whole program. But thanks a lot once again for having me. God bless you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your inspiring words. And indeed, you said it right, that we have to put some questions to them and ask them to seek answers, because in seeking answers to those questions, we grow. We are also growing in the same manner, and that's what the kids would. Thank you, ma'am. Over to Priya. Priya, please. And before I give it to Priya, I just would like to announce that we have our manager, Adarsh Kohli ma'am, who has joined us. Thank you, ma'am. And we also have the Joint Secretary Skill, Mr. R.P. Singh, who has also joined us. So we are working hand in hand with to give opportunities to our kids to explore and excel. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. The study of science is not possible without practical knowledge. The primary DAVians applied the concepts learned in their lessons to make models related to various aspects of science from scratch. They are the learners who translate their knowledge into concrete forms. Come, let us all look at their creations.
Oh, I understand why our teacher asked us to think out of the box, become creative, and try to innovate. Some of my friends are really innovative. They think new ways for doing things all the time. This year, also, many of my schoolmates came up with great ideas and made worthy model to give form to their thoughts. I am sure you love to look at them. Let me show you their amazing work. Under this hackathon, I have designed an automated game partner using Avishkar's E-Series full robotics kit. The following are the parts used to make the robot: 2 rear wheels, 1 caster wheel, 2 rectangular plates, 2 long flexi strips, spacers, nuts, bolts. The controller of the robot, which has got ports of sensors and motors. Ultrasonic sensor is used to calculate the distance of the sensor from the table. Then 0, if the player collects wrong item like coronavirus, he or she will get minus 10 points and so on. Now let's play. Ready to play the game. I need a resistance. Oh no, I missed it. Rubu, you are too fast. Hey, don't hit the virus. I need a sanitizer. Yes, let's go for
Hello everyone, I am Jagrat Agrawal from D.A.V Public School, Sector 49, Gurugram, Class 5B. Today I am here to present a model of hydraulic crane for my science fair. So this is the model of hydraulic crane and this is its operating bar. The hydraulic crane is based on the Pascal's law. It works on the concept of transmitting forces from one point to another by using the fluid. The fluid may be water or light oil, and that's why the crane can lift heavier loads. Components that I have used to make this hydraulic crane are wooden pieces, rubber bands, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 injectors, 1, 2, 3 pipes and 1 round gear. First I made the base part by assembling the wooden pieces and tightening them with rubber. And then I made the moving part by assembling the wooden piece and tightening them with rubbers. Then I connected them with this part and some rubbers. Then I inserted the injectors in the moving part and the base part. And at last I made the operating bar by arranging wooden pieces and tightening them with rubbers. Then I inserted 3 syringes in the operating bar and connected them with the syringes in the moving part and the base part by pipes. And at last I filled the water in them. Let me show you how does the crane works. When I will push the grab injection, the pressure will be created here and the crane will be grabbing the load in front of it. And when I will pull the grab injection, then the water will come back and the crane will ungrab the load. And when I will press the lift injection, then the pressure will be created here and the plunger will be lifted and the crane will be lifted. And when I will pull the lift injection, then the water will come back in this injection and the crane will move downwards. And when I will push the turn injection, then the crane will revolve clockwise. And when I will pull the turn injection, then the crane will revolve anti-clockwise. So this was how the crane worked. Hydraulic cranes are used to lift heavy load at minimum force. The advantages of this hydraulic cranes are they are easy to operate and are flexible. Thank you.
Greetings to all. I'm Siddharth Mondira, class 5D. As they say, simplicity is often ignored, but it is one of the greatest virtues. Simple machines form the base of the most complex machines. Now I'm going to show you a machine. But what is a machine? Machines are devices which help us to do a great deal of work with less effort. Machines help us to move objects closer, apart, or to lift them to different levels by increasing the force or changing the direction of the force. I am going to show you the wheel and axle today. Mainly consists of two parts. The first part is the wheel and the second part is the axle. If we apply force to the axle, the wheel moves. We have examples of this in our daily lives too. The first example is of a car. If we apply force to the axle, the car tire moves and your car runs. The second example is of Ferris wheel. You may have seen this in amusement park. This is the axle and the wheel is rotating. Now, let's see the opposite side of it. In this, the wheel is rotating and the axle is moving. In earlier times, it was used to draw out water from the wells. The same example of this is required in this pizza cutter. Like this. The wheel and axle is a great demonstration of cause and effect. Without a wheel and axle, an aeroplane cannot fly. Thank you.
Good evening everyone. I am Daksh. I am Hardik. We are from D.A.V Public School Sector 49, Gurugram. Today we are here to explain you about rainwater harvesting. Rainwater harvesting is a type of water harvesting in which raindrops are collected and stored for the future use rather than allowing it to run off. Rainwater can be collected from river or house roof. The most common method of rainwater harvesting is rooftop harvesting. The roof of a house or a building works as rainwater collection unit. Here we have made the model based on utilization of harvested rainwater to generate electricity. Here we have kept a container on the house roof to collect rainwater. This is the hydroelectric turbine setup. This is dynamo and this is shaft. First, the collected rainwater will passes to these two water tanks through this pipe. The high-speed water will fall on the turbine. Then the force of falling water pushing against the turbine will cause the turbine to spin. Dynamo is connected with the turbine through this shaft and dynamo also starts spin. The dynamo converts the mechanical energy from the turbine into electric energy. Then electric energy will supply electricity through this wire and causes the bulb to glow. It is a renewable and sustainable source of energy. It is fueled by water, so it is a clean fuel source. It is very simple and useful method to generate electricity. Thank you.
I had three Pandey will showcase how to make a terrarium. For making a terrarium, we need pebbles, charcoal, moss, soil, and of course, plants. Ready, sit and go. Let's start. Cover the bottom of the terrarium with a half-inch thick layer of pebbles. It will act as a drainage for our terrarium. Step 2. Add a layer of charcoal. Charcoal keeps the water fresh and fights against any bacterial growth. Step 3. Add a layer of moss. Moss absorbs excess moisture and prevents erosion. Step 4. Add a layer of potting soil. Just like with any plant, the one is our terrarium will need soil for it to grow. Now it's time to add our plants. I will use plants like cactus fern, zebra plant, jade, etc. Now, this is fern. It improves humidity in air naturally. Zebra plant, their cyclic nature enables them to store water within leaves. Jade, they improves indoor air quality. And do you know what it is? A terrarium. In the easiest way, if I tell, a terrarium is just like an aquarium with plants and earth instead of fish and water. Now, do you know what it is and how does it work? The warmth from the sun causes moisture to evaporate from the plants and soil, which then condenses on the cooler inside surfaces of the glass container. Just like rainfall, the water then drips on into the soil and acts like a miniature greenhouse. Now I will decorate it with some feathers. I will place the duck here. Hope you like this.
Everyone, my name is Shagun Mal. I am in class 3D, D.A.V Public School, Sector 49, Gurugram. Today I am sharing my science project, which is drip irrigation. All of you know that what is irrigation? Irrigation is the process by which we apply water to crops and fulfill their water requirements. Drip irrigation is a process in which water and nutrients are delivered directly to the plant root in the right amount at the right time. Things required for making this model are water pump, water tank, stand where water tank is kept, valve, drip pipe, end cap. When we switch on this, the water flows from this water pump to this tank. This is a water tank. This is a valve. We can use valve to stop the water. Always remember that the water tank is kept little higher than the ground level. Now you can see how the water is coming in these drip pipes. Now I kept here some all over here some plants. We make some small holes in this pipe just above every plant. Now you can see how this works. It's a best technique to water plants. It is helpful for farmers to water the crops. In Meghalaya, farmers use bamboo drip irrigation system to water their crops, in which bamboo pipes are used for irrigation. World water resources are fast diminishing. The one and the only answer of this problem is drip irrigation system. It is used for the conservation of water.
Myself Muskan Yadav of class 5th A. Today I will tell you how we can save water and contribute towards the conservation of water. This is my model of wastewater treatment at home. As you can see, there are 4 units in form of 4 different tanks. Kitchen wastewater tank, paper removing and other solid particles removing tank, sand, dust and other tiny particles removing tank, and chlorination tank. Now I will show you how does it work. As you can see, a pipe connecting all the kitchen of this house and then connecting to the kitchen wastewater tank. As we can see, settlement of paper has been done in the second tank and a little bit of sand has been settled down in the third tank. In chlorination tank, chlorination method is followed. In chlorination method, all the germs are killed. And then we can use this water for irrigation or washing the cars. Isn't it a good idea? In this way, we can save water and then reuse it. Thank you.
Everyone, today I am Subhash from class 5E. I will show you my project. My project is on global warming. So today we will discuss what is global warming, some reasons and consequences of global warming, and some top solutions for global warming. People cut trees and make industries, and industries produce many greenhouse gases such as CO2, carbon dioxide, methane, CH4, ozone, O3. And these are all greenhouse gases which cause global warming. Second point is excessive use of vehicles. Vehicles while running on road create so many greenhouse gases such as CH4, methane, nitrous oxide, NO2 and CO2, carbon dioxide. Deforestation. People cut trees and trees act as a great absorber of CO2, carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is a greenhouse gas and less greenhouse gas means less harm to the earth. Fourth point, great use of fossil fuels. Many industries, companies and factories use fossil fuels and using fossil fuels creates many greenhouse gases. Let's talk about consequences of global warming. Our first point is rise in the temperature of Earth. In global warming, the Earth's temperature rises and the temperature of Earth also rises. Now, next point, dead animals. Dead animals means widespread extinction of different animal species. Animals are dying uncontrollably. 4 point, acidic oceans. The oceans and seas absorb carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, creating carbonic acid in the water. 4 point, melting of glaciers. Now glaciers are melting and all the water is going to oceans and seas. But this is a problem because then all the oceans and seas will overflow onto land.
Hello everyone, my name is Siddhigar. I study in class 3rd A in D.A.V Public School, Sector 49 Gurugram. Today I make a projector. Projector is an optical device that projects a figure or image onto a surface. First we make some images on a sheet like diya, plant, flag and keep it in reverse size in image stand. Make sure that before on the projector, switch off the light. Now we start how it works. The idea behind a projector is that when light falls on any object, pass through the lens, create a bigger projector image. Wow, this is a wonderful experiment. See. In this time, projector is used everywhere. For example, in classrooms for teaching, in companies for meeting, in homes for watching movies. So it is useful for all of us. Thank you.
Some of these ideas are really good. I love the working models. The students really put in a lot of effort to do this.
After seeing this, I'm missing my school so much. I can't wait to get back to school. But I know that it is not safe. So we have to stay indoors.
Yes, we have to stay indoors until we get immunization against COVID-19. But even while staying at home, we can build our immunity by eating right and doing exercises to keep our body strong.
True, that's what our teacher told us. In fact, we had a lots of fun in exploring our mother's kitchen, developing our own immunity booster drinks at home.
I truly appreciate how you stayed connected with your studies through various fun-filled activities and made the learning of science an enjoyable experience.
Thank you so much, ma'am. So, let me give a quick overview of our scientific journey throughout the session.
खोलो खोलो दरवाजे पर्दे करो किनारे खूंटे से बंदी है हवा मिल के छुड़ाओ सारे आ जाओ पतंग लेके अपने ही रंग लेके आसमां का शामे आना आज हमें है सजाना
It's science time.
science time. It's science time. It's science time. It's science time. It's so much fun. Learning fun for everyone. Everyone. It's science time. Yes, yeah, best believe. Explore and learn new things. Hear what's missed to see. It's science time. Every day. We know it's awesome. We know it's great. It's science time. So here we go together, now enjoy the show. Hands are clapping, join the flow. It's science, science, science time. Let's all stop and just unwind. 1, 2, 3, 4, here we go. Learn so much your brain explodes. Lessons so cool, so fresh. Beat so big you'll lose your breath. Learning facts and real cool stuff. Scream for more, can't get enough. It's science time. It's fun, you best believe. Explore and learn new things. Come and join me, please. It's science time.
Thank you so much, my dear friends, my mentors, my teachers, my colleagues, principals, and parents and students who all have joined us today. I wish to thank once again Director Skill, Dr. Biswajit Saha sir, for joining us and staying with us till the end and blessing our students. Dr. Nisha Patient for blessing our students. Mr. Prabodh Mahajan, our chairman, sir, for coming. Mrs. Adarsh Kohli, Mrs. Anita Makkar, who has joined us. Mr. R.P. Singh, Joint Secretary, Skill, all those who have joined us. Thank you so much, because without your motivation, we won't have been able to do this. For this wonderful journey, it won't have been possible at all if the parents had not come and guided us and given their support. Because as you could see, that the labs and the stage, everything was developed at their doorstep, at their home. And I like to congratulate all the teachers who mentored the young learners so well. I thank my science department, art department, IT department, and dance department for putting up such a grand show. I would like to also take this opportunity to thank all the parents once again for their wholehearted support. Dear students, your enthusiasm and sincere pursuit of the study of science is indeed praiseworthy. Congratulations, Priya, for putting up this show all together. May you always find inspiration to move ahead with your team and your students. So here I would stop, and few words from you, Priya, if you wish to say something.
Thank you, ma'am. Really, what an informative and entertaining evening we had today. Honorable guest, ma'am, parents, and my dear colleagues, I'm sure you would all agree that such programs reinforce our belief that our future generation is marching ahead in the right direction. With these feelings of joy and satisfaction, let us all rise for national anthem.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता